Clumsy scholarship girls shouldn't take advanced classes. The word sliced through the biology lab like a scalpel. Cameron Whitfield stands 3 feet from Sloan Garrett's workstation, his lacrosse jacket catching fluorescent light. Behind him, Knox Sullivan blocks the doorway. Devon Park films from the corner. Sloan stares at the dissection tray overturned in her lap. Formaldehyde soaks through her jeans. The field pig slides across the floor. 14 students watch. No one moves. She doesn't flinch. Her hands methodically wipe clean on a paper towel. Her eyes count exits. Main door blocked. Emergency exit behind the fume hood. Windows reinforced with wire mesh. Cameron leans closer. Friday, 4:15 p.m. Parking lot C. We're going to have a conversation about where you belong in this school. He taps her ruined notebook. Maybe you'll learn something useful this time. Sloane's hand brushes her left wrist. The movement looks like nervous fidgeting, but her fingers find worn paracord woven in a military knot. The kind Marines teach their children. When she speaks, her voice stays level. Section 12-4 of the Student Conduct Code. Witness threat against a student. Documented timestamp 4:07 p.m. I'll be there. The precision lands like a counterpunch. Cameron's smile freezes. Knox shifts uncertainly. Devon's phone trembles. Misses. Polson finally looks up. Is there a problem? Cameron's mask slides back into place. No, ma'am. Just helping the new girl with her dissection technique. The bell rings. Students file out, giving her workstation a wide berth. Sloane stays seated, breathing in a pattern. 4 counts in, hold, 6 counts out. The rhythm of someone trained to control panic. She pulls out her phone. The lock screen shows a blurred photograph. 5 Marines in desert camouflage. One face deliberately scratched out. She notes the time in her ruined notebook. Monday, 4:07 p.m. Biolab incident. 14 witnesses CW plus KS plus DP. She's been the new girl for 7 days. 7 days of whispers. 7 days of accidents that leave bruises she doesn't mention. Tuesday morning, Sloane reaches her locker to find it already open. Inside, her textbooks have been rearranged. Nothing missing, just moved. The message is clear. We can reach you whenever we want. She photographs the locker from 3 angles. Her phone case is scuffed military green with a Marine Corps emblem. Cameron finds her at the water fountain between periods. Your dad died a hero. Marine, right? Iraq or Afghanistan? He pauses. Shame about you being just a coward. Bet he'd be real disappointed. Sloane's jaw tightens. Her left hand drops to her wrist. You finished? Not even close. See you Friday. He walks away. Sloane glances at her wrist. The smartwatch beneath her jacket shows a recording icon. 37 seconds of audio, uploading to cloud storage. She learned documentation the hard way. Miss Chun, the librarian, stands 10 feet away. Her eyes meet Sloane's for half a second, then drop. The message is clear. I saw nothing. By Wednesday, the campaign goes digital. A fake Instagram account appears. Sloane's confessions. The profile picture is her school photo, photoshopped to look intoxicated. Posts tell fabricated stories about drugs, fights, a restraining order. Sloane screenshots everything. She opens her laptop that evening, running network analysis tools. The trail leads back to Cameron's neighborhood. She saves the log files to 3 separate drives. Thursday brings property damage. Her gym locker is forced open, uniform shredded. Red marker on the back panel. Next time it's you. Coach Bradley walks through. I'll file a report. Check the camera footage, Sloane says. Camera's been broken for weeks. Budget cuts. Sloane positions herself in the current camera's frame, pointing to the vandalized locker and her phone's timestamp. creating evidence for the one camera that supposedly doesn't work. Friday morning, Vice Principal Drummond summons Sloan. Your transcript. There's a discrepancy. We may need to move you to standard classes. The timing is surgical. Cameron's father wielding power from above. Sloan reaches into her backpack, producing a manila folder with 3 copies of her official transcript, email correspondence, and certified mail receipts. Sent to this office 3 weeks before my start date. Signature confirmation shows they were received. Drummond's expression shifts. I'll need to verify these. 40 minutes later. Your placement stands. There was an administrative error. Administrative error. Sloan repeats. Don't make trouble for yourself. Drummond warns. The physical escalation arrives during lunch. Sloan takes the northeast stairwell, a blind spot. Knox appears at the top, arm extending. A shove aimed at her shoulder blade. Her body reacts automatically. She tucks, rolls, converts momentum into horizontal motion. Military combat breakfall. She lands in a crouch at the bottom. Knox descends slowly. Whoa, you okay? Those stairs are dangerous. Sloan extends her hand. Her grip on his wrist is firm, precise. Pressure on nerve clusters. For 3 seconds, he understands exactly how much force she's restraining. She releases him. Watch your step. Gym teacher Tamar Harrison watches from the 2nd floor. That's military footwork, he mutters. Friday afternoon, Cameron files a harassment complaint. Knox and Devin flank him in Drummond's office. She's been following me, making threatening comments, Cameron says. I have witnesses. Devin produces videos showing Sloan pointing at the bent locker. Cropped and reframed, it looks confrontational. Check the timestamps, Sloan says. Every incident they're describing, I have documentation showing their initial actions. I'm not reviewing evidence in a he-said-she-said situation. Drummond interrupts. Per district policy, I'm implementing a mutual separation order. You're all suspended from extracurricular activities pending investigation. Cameron's smile is microscopic. Vice Principal Drummond, Sloan says quietly, when this goes federal, remember you had a choice today. She walks to the library and opens her laptop. The screen shows a draft email to Victor Castellano, her father's Marine unit brother. Subject: Need advice on Title IX procedures. She doesn't hit send yet. The final bell rings at 3:15. Sloan moves toward parking lot C. Her Honda Civic sits alone in the 3rd row, back to a fence with clear sight lines. The security camera on the adjacent pole, reported broken but actually operational. She reaches her car at 4:05. Cameron's BMW pulls in at 4:12. Knox emerges from the passenger seat. Devin from the back. Cameron approaches. Get in. We're taking a ride. That's kidnapping. Federal offense. Who's going to believe you? Cameron laughs. My dad runs this district. Knox produces her spare key. He clicks it. Her Honda's locks engage. See, we're just being safe. Sloan calculates. Victor is 14 minutes away if she sent the GPS pin. But the draft email sits unsent. Last time, Cameron says. Get in the van. Sloan's eyes flick to the parking lot entrance. A gray utility van idles near the access road. Knox's jacket shifts. A taser is visible. Devin goes pale. Cam, maybe we should shut up. A car passes, Drummond's sedan. Sloan makes eye contact. Drummond's gaze slides away. No brake lights. Sloan's phone screen goes black. Battery dead. The recording stops. No more evidence. Devin mutters. Cameron grabs her arm. Sloan stumbles, deliberately clumsy. Her backpack spills. She crouches to retie her shoelace. Burning seconds. Where are we going? I need to tell my brother. Leo's fine, Cameron says. Devin saw him get on the bus. 3:15, bus 47. Sloane's expression changes. That's impossible. Leo doesn't take the bus on Fridays. He has chess club until 5:30. Except this week, chess was canceled, which I arranged. Leo's been with Victor since 3 o'clock. My father's unit brother. Marine veteran. The parking lot goes silent. You saw exactly who I made sure you'd see. Sloane continues. This whole conversation, you just confessed conspiracy to kidnap a minor. On camera. She points upward. That camera has recorded every word. That camera has been broken, maintenance reported wrong. It's recorded everything since you pulled in. She taps her phone. The screen flickers. Battery shows 47%. Phone wasn't dead. Screen was off during recording. The draft email to Victor sent when you said get in the van. He's had live audio since 4:10. Devin backs away. I didn't know about the taser. Doesn't matter. Conspiracy charge attaches to everyone involved. But you're smart, Devin. Those IP addresses trace back to your home network. The video metadata shows 4 edits before submission. You've been documenting your own crimes. The sound starts as distant thunder. Mechanical. Multiple engines. Motorcycles appear in formation. 12 bikes in staggered columns. Veterans MC. Chrome catches sunlight. They flow into position, blocking every exit. Victor Castellano dismounts first. 5 more riders follow. When he speaks, his voice carries. Cameron Whitfield. We've been waiting for you to make this exact mistake. What are you talking about? Federal investigation opened yesterday into Superintendent Whitfield's office. 3 complaints buried. Girls whose families were paid off. You're not creative, Cameron. You're predictable. Victor shows surveillance footage on a tablet. We've been monitoring you as witness protection protocols, waiting for an act substantial enough your father couldn't make disappear. Sloane steps back. I'm not just a transfer student. I'm a confidential informant for the Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights. Last school, a senior assaulted a freshman. I witnessed it, reported immediately. They paid her to recant, paid witnesses to forget. My father died believing systems work if good people stand up. I watched that girl say she lied. So this time I didn't act alone. I documented. I waited. I let you build your own prison. You can't prove anything, Cameron says. Virginia's one-party consent, but I've been recording too, Devin says. Every conversation since Monday. Cameron threatened to out me. I went to Drummond. She told me to handle it quietly. So I went to the district attorney. They promised immunity for evidence. Cameron lunges at Devin. Sloane intercepts. Sidestep, hip turn, wrist lock. Cameron drops to his knees. Stop moving. You're making it worse. That would be assaulting a federal witness, Victor says to Knox. I could have ended this Monday, Sloane says. One call to Victor. But that's what happened at Oakage. I acted alone and the system protected the predator. This time I waited. I documented every threat, every escalation. I needed you to choose kidnapping. I needed crimes your father can't bury. I had to protect Leo, but more, protect the next girl. The one who won't have Marines watching her back. I endured your cruelty, so evidence would be ironclad. So when I ask the system to change, they can't look away. That's why I waited. Sirens wail in the distance. The consequences unfold in layers. Cameron and Knox arrested on scene. Federal charges. Devin in protective custody. Superintendent Whitfield on administrative leave. Knox's scholarship revoked. Cameron's father negotiates, but prosecutors decline. 3 previous victims come forward. Title IX investigation expands. Patterns emerge. Sloan's grades restored. Clubs reinstated. School board meetings draw hundreds. Veterans MC attends. Silent observers. Whitfield resigns. Cameron charged as adult, facing 3 to 5 years. Knox accepts a plea, 18 months plus counseling. Sloan establishes Witness Shield, a peer-led program. Veterans MC partners, offering self-defense workshops. By spring, neighboring districts request the model. 6 months later, Sloan stands in parking lot C. 20 girls gather for self-defense training. She demonstrates wrist escapes. Victor watches from his motorcycle. The session ends at 5:30. Sloan sits on her Honda's hood, scrolling. Headline: 3 students at Jefferson High report systematic harassment. Different town, similar pattern. All transfers. She texts Victor. Jefferson High, 40 minutes west. Can you be there Monday morning? His response: already on it. How many bikes you thinking? She types back. However many it takes. Justice isn't a moment. It's a process. It's showing up, documenting, refusing to let systems crush people who have every reason to stay silent. Monday morning, she'll make a call. Tuesday, she'll start gathering evidence. By Friday, maybe another parking lot will have motorcycles forming perimeters. The work continues. The fight continues. And she's just getting started.